probably get this question all the time from people that you just met, and me and you have known each other for over 10 years.
Okay.
Why DJ Head? Like, where'd you get that?
Oh, the homies just made fun of me. It's not.
Oh, okay.
It's not crazy. The homies was just making fun of me.
And it just stuck.
Bro, they just wouldn't call me Aaron. You know, we got the same.
That's right. Yeah. The best name in the world, by the way. You know what I'm saying?
So they just wouldn't call me Aaron, and that's pretty much the story, bro. It's not like a crazy story. It's just like they was like, nah, your name is Head. Look at your shit.
That's it, like that. Bro.
That's it. And it's stuck.
So do your homies say like, hey man, I need like 10% of it because like your name, that DJ Head is DJ Head it's kind of a household name now.
Hell no, I wish they would. Nah, bro.
Man, what you got so much shit on your plate. I mean, I know you just wrapped up the Netflix show that you did.
Which one?
I don't know. I'm blanking on the name. Where finding the new artists?
Oh, Rhythm and Flow. That was
Flow.
Years ago.
Oh, okay.
The new season just dropped though.
The new season, yeah.
But that wasn't me. I wasn't.
You weren't on that.
Okay. On that
you were on the first season of it.
Yeah.
Okay. But Rhythm and Flow, you was on that, and then now you were doing the BET stuff.
Yeah.
The ciphers. And
the BET ciphers. Yeah.
Right. And then now you got your own show on this amazing platform, Hip Hop Nation, Sirius XM.
Yep. Shout out to Gina Views.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ron Mills, shout out to J1 and Sway, the whole team over there at Sirius XM. They just, convinced me and was like, yo, this is where you should be. And I'm like, you know what? I really wanted to own my own show and do my own thing. Yeah. And so it was one of them things where it's like, all right, bet, let's do it.
Yeah.
And shout out to Gina Views. She's incredible.
Man, your guys' chemistry is amazing. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I know, like having a mic too is important.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially like having chemistry and whatnot. And like, how did you guys meet and all that?
Well, I know Gina just being around. Like she's a. You
guys have been friends before.
She's a real staple in LA. She's a real fixture out here in these streets, and she's a real rap fan. Like she ain't no slouch when it comes to rap, hip hop. She like the bars.
Yeah.
Like she's one of them ones, and so. When it came time to like really dial in and do something on my own, like who better than her? Right.
Did you have you already had her in mind, or did you have auditions to have?
Nah, no auditions. Okay. It was just, it's always been Gina. Gina's the one, not the two.
Yeah. Hey, there it is. Yeah. Shout out to Gina, man. Do you guys spend time like outside of the station and just build,
Of course. Yeah. Like we homies in real life too.
Right.
That's probably what makes the chemistry so good. Is like we really real life homies. You know what I'm saying? We talk about things. We in the group chats, all that. So Gina's my dog for real. Like Gina's one of them ones. She's a Leo. You know what I'm saying? She's a Leo woman, and she a black woman, so she gonna go to the ends of the earth for you,
for sure.
And our Gina is not one to play with when it comes to this rap, but also when it comes to her tribe, she don't play about her tribe.
Right.
That's most of the women on my team. Mm-hmm. I got 3 or 4 Leo women on our team.
Wow. Okay.
And they don't play about their tribe. Yeah. So shout out to Gina Views.
How do you guys deal with conflict? Like when you guys are disagreeing on something. I mean, we kind of see it like on the show when you guys disagree a little bit, but when you guys, it's off air. Like, how do you guys deal with?
How do we deal with conflict? We don't
you guys don't.
We don't really get into it.
Yeah,
you know what? Like me and Chuck Dizzle, we've been together for every bit of 15 years.
Right.
We've never gotten into it.
Wow.
Mm-mm.
Never.
Nah, because whenever there was some sort of disagreement, dispute, anything like that, it was more like, let's have a conversation. And we just have a conversation. It's like, all right, for sure. Like, it doesn't always have to be that way, where co-hosts or friends getting into it. Like, I've never fought none of my friends.
Right.
I ain't never put hands on none of my, like, that's not, I get it. That's where we come from.
Yeah.
But it don't have to be like that all the time.
Yeah, definitely not. Yeah.
And so, me and Gina, we don't really, we have disagreements, but
we talk it out and it's smooth.
Yeah. I present where I'm coming from, and she presents where she coming from, and then that's what it is. Moving. Yeah.
How do you guys like show prep and stuff? Do you guys just like, hey, I want to talk about this today, I want to talk about this today, and you guys?
Shout out to our producer, Nay.
Dope.
Nay is our producer on the show.
Okay.
Nay does a lot of the prep. She does the bookings and like all of that stuff. So
okay.
I brought Nay in to like be a part of the show, and Nay's been incredible. Like, you know, she never done radio before. She comes from content production, video, and, you know, stuff like that. So putting her in that position, I think, has been good.
Wow.
You know, to kind of spread her wings a little bit. But yeah, my team is solid, bro. Like, I'm really proud of the what I've been able to build in such a short time, 6 months.
Yeah,
I'm really proud of the motion and the traction that we've been able to get. And, you know, we got some legendary interviews.
Man.
And, you know, the radio show, like, even our program director is on some, like, bro, y'all are killing it. Like, I love it.
Like they believe your vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like it.
Well, did Sway, was he the first one to come up to you and say, hey, present it to you? Like, you should do a show here, or?
Sway had been telling me for years that I was the guy, and, you know, this and that. Sway's been supportive of me from day one, first day. And when it came time for me to make a move, when I left my other job, I told him, I was like, bro, I don't really know what I want to do. Like, I'm kind of over this, I'm over that, but I still want to be able to do my thing. And to be honest, I don't think I ever said this publicly, but when I left, I was just over it. And I was like, you know what? A lot of people blame me for things. I'm the problem. So let me just get out the way for a minute. So for 2 years, I was out the way.
Right. You were doing Twitch and stuff.
I was just out the way.
Yeah.
I was letting y'all do radio. Y'all could have podcasting. Y'all could do y'all streaming, whatever y'all doing. I'm not doing interviews like that.
Wow.
Y'all just, you know, have at it.
Yeah.
And shout out to my dude Dame from the Bay. Dame hit me. He said, bro, you at the house trying to be Bruce Wayne, and the city need Batman.
Wow.
It's time for you to suit up.
Yes. Wow.
And I was like, damn.
And that hit you.
Yeah, that hit me. And so once he said that, I was like, all right, let me get back in the field. And so, like,
what was the first step? What'd you do?
First step was figure out what I wanted to do.
Okay.
I already knew that me and Gina was a thing. We had to figure out what we was gonna call the show. We had to figure out how we were gonna brand it. What is the feel of it? What's the energy?
Right.
And we both realized that she was previously at another platform, which was a toxic environment for her.
Okay.
And you know when you get them emails, some termination emails, when you resign, it says termination or effective immediately.
Right. Oh yeah, yeah.
And we was on the phone with our manager Salas, and we were trying to come up with a name. And I said, we were like, I forgot who said it, but we were like, I want something like a sense of urgency, like, because again, I need to suit up.
Yeah.
So I want something that's like, you know how it says it on the thing, effective immediately. And then we was like, all right, we trying to come up with something like that. And Silas was like, wait, go back to that. Like, why is that not the thing?
Wow.
And I was like, damn, you're right. And shout out to my dude Keith. He's out here. He runs a studio out here in Vegas.
Okay.
I hit my dude Keith and I said, yo, I want to use, this is some behind the scenes shit.
Oh shit.
But for branding and marketing for people creators, I was like, I want to use the emoji, the red exclamation point as my logo.
Okay.
So that way everybody can.
And everybody knows what that is.
Everybody knows what that is.
It's like
but
something important.
I looked at what Nipsey was able to do with the checkered flag.
Right.
And I was like, even though the checker flag is just an emoji in the phone.
Right.
When you see that,
you think
marathon. The marathon.
Yeah.
So when I want to brand that exclamation point to when you see that, you just think of effective immediately.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of where that came from. And I hit my dude Keith, kind of drew up some ideas on the logo, and I was like, this is what I want it to be. And he fucking nailed it.
Damn.
And then after that, I was hitting like different people. I had conversations with different radio. I mean, I got offered radio jobs.
Oh shit! To go back to terrestrial radio?
Yeah, I got offered plenty of radio opportunities, and but I was just like, when I do it again, going back to the conversation we had earlier.
Right. When
I go back, I want to go back as this.
Yes.
So when I go back, I want to go back as effective immediately.
Right.
So I'm cool right now. I'm gonna prove myself.
Yep.
40 years old. I'm gonna go prove myself. Let's do it.
Right.
What else we doing? So,
imagine you go back there.
So
on your terms, like shout out to Bootleg.
So now we went in Star. I ended up calling Sway one day, and I was just asking him what he thought. Like, yo, what you think about this? What you think about that? Because I was telling him I was entertaining different moves and whatnot,
ideas and stuff.
Yeah,
okay.
and so he was like, bro, just come on home. Like, come on over here. Let me make some calls. And I was like, all right, bet.
And you like, you didn't even expect that for him to say that. You were just hitting him for some big bro advice.
It's some advice.
And he was like, shit, you gotta let's bring it here.
Yeah.
Damn, that's amazing, bro. Speaking of Sway, what's something that he said to you, like some advice that you always remember to this day? A piece of advice, or it could be a phrase, or it could be...
Sway told me that I was the voice.
Wow.
And I fought him on that for years because I was like, bro, like that already belongs to the big boy. Like, I don't want to be, that's not what I'm trying to...
Right.
That's one of the big homies too. I'm not trying to do that. He's like, nah, bro, big boy's in the rafters. Big boy's in the Hall of Fame with me and Charlemagne.
Oh, shit.
We in the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Own this.
Wow.
And so I was just like, all right, well, I mean, I guess if no one else is gonna say nothing,
hey. And
usually that's the case, as we saw this past year. If nobody else gonna take the fade, I'll take the fade.
Right.
Fuck
right.
it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Well, speaking of that, you brought it up. We gotta talk about this because, like, with this whole Drake and Kendrick shit, like you're like in the, like, I'm not saying the middle, but you're involved directly into this situation. Like, talk about that real quick.
That wasn't my intention.
Right.
I wasn't intentionally trying to get involved in that way. I was just trying to stick up for the homie.
Right.
And, like, and there's just like, cause you got to figure the homie he's not vocal. He don't talk.
Yeah, like you said, like we said earlier, he's just a chill dude, observant.
Well, not even that. I'm just saying he doesn't speak up. You don't see him on interviews. He don't go on Instagram and talk and speak. You know what I mean? So I was like, bro, like, this is my homie in real life. Like, this ain't like, and a lot of people make fun of me, like, oh, who the fuck is DJ Head? Where did he come from? Like, and it's like, bro, no, these is my real homies.
Yeah.
Like, we in 2 years we'll be 20 years in.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, these is my real homies.
Yeah,
like, we done
to each other's house, break bread.
We done been broke together. Like, we done been ate the same pack of noodles type, made sandwiches together. Like, this is different.
In the trenches.
This ain't the same. This ain't a lot of you dudes who be on the internet or be on these platforms. Like, I don't have industry relationships with those people.
Right.
Those are my real homies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, Top is one of my big homies. Like, Top be looking out, and so Top has really pressed lines for me and has. You know what I'm saying? So, like, this ain't that.
Yeah.
So it's just me being boisterous and vocal about the situation.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
And people just make their opinions about it and stir the pot and yeah. Wow, that's just basically what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone is always thinking that you are like the spearhead of the thing, but you just out here just having your homies back.
Yeah, that's it. It's not deep. It's just it's just one of them things where nobody was saying nothing. Like, everybody just letting these people like kick the homies back in type shit. It's like, bro, like, do you know who you fucking with?
Right.
All right. Well, let me let you know if you don't know.
What's the first thing that happened that made you, I need to speak up now? What's the first?
To be honest, it was like so just like everybody else, I got bullied, right? But instead of becoming a bully, I really don't like when people are bullies,
right?
So the first thing, I guess, when I first decided to say something was when the record was coming out. That the first, like, when he was like taunting people and posting the homies on his Instagram and shit like that, and I guess Academics was the only person with the Push-Ups record. Okay. And I'm like, well, why is this one human being the only person with the record? If that's really your record, put the record out. Right. And so that's what I said. You know what I'm saying? And then he responded to me
directly, like
directly
how
on Instagram.
Okay. Yeah. Like in a DM or in the comments?
No, in the comments.
Okay.
And then that's when it became a thing. And then I'm like, well, you ain't claiming your record. All the records that you had in the last battle, they're up. I can go listen to the Duppy freestyle on SoundCloud. He could play back to back right now. Right. Why is this record not nowhere?
Yeah.
Where's the record?
Yeah.
And so that's kind of how.
And what did he?
I don't remember what he said.
Okay.
I don't remember what he said, but I remember about a week later or so. And then also during that time, he was like the homie Ant is Dot's manager. Like he was posting Ant. Like why you posting Ant on your page? That's weird. Like
right.
That's just bully shit to me.
Yeah.
Just whatever. And so anyway, about a week later, I think what happened was somebody shot me a text and said, I guess you forced him to put the record out.
Oh shit.
And I said, word. And he was like, yeah, I have sources too. I don't blow my sources up on the internet like all the rest of these dudes.
Yeah. But
they was like, yeah, he putting the record out to beat out in 30 minutes. So I went on my Twitter and I said, oh, he putting the record out, it's gonna be out in 30 minutes. And then ever since then it's just been a shit show.
It just wildfire and
yeah.
Have you had to deal with anybody like from that side? Have they ever like, I don't know, ran into you out and about or whatnot?
I mean, I've seen actually I've seen I haven't seen them,
right,
but they left California. But I haven't seen them.
Yeah,
but I'm not. That's the other thing too, like people get it misconstrued.
Yeah,
I know it comes off like it's like street shit and all that. He's not a street dude. I'm not a street dude.
Right.
There's street dudes around both of us.
For sure.
But that's not what this is.
Right.
This is just some industry music shit, whatever. Now, there are real life implications to this stuff that can get very serious, like the allegations and all these types of things. Cool. You have a right to feel however you want to feel. Mm-hmm. But I also don't believe that you're able to be the aggressor and then play victim.
Right.
You can't aggress me. Somebody walk in the room right now and it's like, bitch ass nigga, and they standing over me taunting me.
Right.
And then when it don't go their way, they're like, wait, he took it too far.
Yeah.
You were the aggressor. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
I see, yeah.
So I don't believe in that. That's not where I come from. But that's culture. So if you were aware, then you would understand that that's how culture works.
1000%.
Long story short, I haven't seen them. I don't think it wouldn't, I'm pretty sure there would be some negative energy towards me. I'm gonna go, it's Tuesday to me.
Yeah. You're just like, I'm just here doing my thing. You're not about that street life.
It's not about that. It's just that I understand what comes with this well. But I also understand that I can't tell somebody how to react. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just like somebody can't tell me how to react. Mm-hmm. If somebody walk in this room right now and punch me in the fucking face and then I shoot them.
Right.
They can be like, you overreacted. You can't tell me how to react.
Exactly, because it's your reaction.
It's my reaction.
Yeah.
Now, you might have an opinion about my reaction.
For sure.
Oh, he went too far, whatever. But you can't then enforce what your opinion is upon my reaction.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Like, I haven't seen them. I don't plan on seeing them. It's not, and I'm not looking for them.
Yeah.
I don't have any malice in my heart in that way. It's just
going about your life and doing your thing. But their reaction is whatever. Their reaction.
Yeah.
Like when Kendrick, dropped like Not Like Us, did he play it for you first, or did he get your opinion?
No.
Like any of the records that were involved, like he never.
I heard him when y'all heard him.
Oh wow, okay. Did you when you heard it? Did you hit him like like dope?
Yeah, the night that Not Like Us dropped, I called him.
Nice. And what was like? What can you say? Like what were like feelings and
he didn't care.
Wow.
So if you look at if you look at Dot's face in the video, the Squabble Up video, and the Not Like Us video, that's his temperament.
Just straight face.
He don't even give a fuck.
Wow.
I'd be like, bro, you won.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, whatever.
Wow.
He don't give a fuck.
Yeah. chill, like just a chill guy. You know what I mean? Like
he don't give a fuck, bro. He's even to this day, like we were talking on the phone, he don't.
Yeah, just chill.
Yeah.
You talk every day with Kendrick, or like once in a while?
We check in. He'll hit me. You good? What's up? Whatever. Then every now and then he'll call me, and we'll catch up or chop it up about some stuff. But like, I know that everybody's hitting his phone
for sure,
and so I know what that's like. So I try not to be that guy with anybody, not just him, just anybody.
Right,
I don't like to be phone boning, like just. Because I'm like, bro, everybody's hitting your phone.
Phone boning. I never heard that one. How did you get involved with the pop out? Did he hit you like, I'm at this show, I want you to do your own set?
Nah, he didn't hit me. Shout out to my dude Tim Henshaw, who I left when I left my radio job. I went over there to Amazon Music to work with Tim Henshaw. He was the head of Amazon Music.
Dope.
for hip hop and R&B, and so I went over there. Anyway, long story short, Tim hit me. He was like, "Hey, Dot wants you to open up."
Damn.
It's like, "What you mean?" It's like, "Yeah, we working on something. Like, would you be down to open up?" Would I be down? Don't ask me no stupid ass.
Yeah, it's like being around, but like, what are you guys putting together?
Yeah. So they hit me. It was like, they want Dot and Dave. They want you to open up. It's only gonna be 3 names on the bill. I was like, "What you mean?" It's like, it's gonna be you, Mustard, and Dot.
Yeah.
Just 3 names on the bill. And we're gonna give you your own set, bring niggas out, turn up, do the thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, people have known at this point, like, I didn't necessarily choose the lineup, but I put the whole thing together.
Wow.
So I didn't know, like, it was so secretive to the point where I didn't know who was on my set until I got to rehearsal.
Okay. So they had all the artists picked, but just like, who's going on?
It was just the homies just pulling up.
Right.
And it was like, all right, this is who you got.
Were there people that weren't even on that list that just pulled up? Like,
not that I know of.
Oh, okay. So it was planned. Everybody that was supposed to be on stage. Okay.
I mean, I knew, like, they gave me like kind of a list of people, but I didn't know like the final list until the day of rehearsal. We had 2 days to put that whole show together.
Damn.
The whole show, 2 days.
Legendary.
Yeah.
Wow. And look at that. Everybody's still talking about it till this day. Like,
no, that was hip hop history, and I'm really grateful to be a part of that. Like, regardless of what people think it's about, it wasn't about anybody else. It was about unification, and that's what they made clear too. Like, they told us that ahead of time. Like, they told me that specifically. Like, okay, hey, make sure your guys know. Like, this ain't a fuck anybody concert. This a pro us concert
for sure.
I was like, all right, bet.
There it is, and it definitely was that. It showed that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I know, Kendrick's going on tour with SZA. Are you involved anyway?
I don't have nothing to do with that.
Okay, but if he hit you and said, "I want you to,"
I'm gonna tell him no, Aaron. What you think?
Exactly right. I mean, but you're a busy guy, so you might say no.
Yeah, all right.
We didn't even talk about the Hip Hop DX show that you got going on, like that. Yeah. Oh my god! Like,
shout out to Elliot Wilson, the homie Jeremy Heck. Shout out to Jared Meyer too, like the whole team over there.
Yeah.
Elise and Steve, and like, I think that show is special in a different way because I really like Elliot is Elliot is the OG. He
for sure
he be crashing out whatever, but it's really special because Jeremy. I have a lot of respect for Jeremy Hecht, like, and that's why I always tell people, like, I'm a DJ, I'm not a journalist.
Right.
That's a real craft. The journalist is a real thing. Like, people like to say, "Oh, you're a radio personality. You a DJ. I mean, you a journalist." No. Journalism is a real craft, just like electricians and firefighters. Like, that's a real thing, bro. Don't play with that. And like, anybody who make food is a chef. That's not true, bro. There's accolades and shit that come with this.
People go to school for it.
Yeah, like, take that shit serious. So Jeremy Hecht is special in a way that, he can laugh and joke about himself. He doesn't take himself too serious. But when it comes to that craft, ain't too many people fucking with him. The only person fucking with Jeremy Hecht from a journalistic standpoint, in my humble opinion, in this space is probably Lauren LaRosa. That's it. Like, from the new era of journalism, they get cracking.
Yeah. There it is, Jeremy. And Elliot Wilson too. He's got OG. Elliot.
People be calling my phone like, "Yo, can you talk to Elliot?" I'm like, "Bro, Elliot."
Oh, really?
Yeah, they talk to him because like, Elliot be having wild takes sometimes.
Yeah. people, their perception of it after is
but he stand on it. So all right, well, hey, he grown man, can stand on it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Some of his shit he be saying be like, he really think this shit too. So it'd be like, people think the show fake. It's not fake.
They call you to try to be the mediator between whoever and Elliot?
No, it's not like mediate. I'm saying, like, if he says Aaron is the worst DJ in hip hop history, he say something like that, then it's like, well, I mean, there's probably worse DJs.
It would be me, like, hitting you, like, "Yo, can you talk to Elliot? Why'd he say that?"
No, it'd be like, people would be like, "Why he think that?" I'm like, call him and ask him why he think that. I don't know why he think that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
1000%. Before the last year ended, you made a post about prioritization, like prioritizing things and your life and business and whatnot. Like, how do you talk about that, and how do you utilize that into this new year?
Talk about what?
Like what do you like prioritizing? What are you prioritizing?
What's important? Because I that's why I put the math out there on that post. I started doing. I'm a nerd.
Right.
I just do cool shit. I'm actually a geek, and I'm always sober. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I don't smoke. I don't do shit.
Right.
I just study and read and listening to books. Like, I'm a nerd for real.
Right.
So I started looking into like the statistics on humanity, and in North America, our lifespan is about 78.
Right.
That's what our expected life is, about 78. That's a healthy long life. So then I start busting. Let me bust these numbers down. 26, that's 1/3 of your life.
Right.
38, that's half of your life.
Right.
39, that's half of your life. So I'm 39. I'm like, yo, I've lived half of my life expectancy already. I'm not finna be wasting no more time giving a fuck about what you think.
Right.
Sitting on ideas, not starting my own radio station. Like, like fuck it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I only got one half left.
Exactly.
God willing.
And life's short.
You know what I'm saying?
Already.
God willing, I got a half left. I'm finna use this back half to prioritize what I actually give a fuck about. Because when it's all over, let's say, how old are you?
40.
All right. So don't be afraid of that.
Yeah.
I'm 40. People who hide their age is weird to me. Because like, what the fuck? Like, I have a lot of homies who didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it like that. But if you look at it like this, where you 40,
Yeah.
you got, if God blesses you, if God bless you, you got 50 more years. If God fuck with you, you got 40 more years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you did some bullshit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I hope I did it. I hope I did it.
You know what I'm saying? You probably got 25, 30 more years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Think about how fast these 40 went by.
Yeah.
Fucking bro, you want to start a t-shirt brand? Start your t-shirt brand. You know what I'm saying? You want to holler at that old girl on Instagram? Holler at that girl on Instagram. Hey, what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? I like what I see. I want to explore this.
Right. Just
Fuck
live
it.
your life to like
Because when it's in 30, 40 years, 50 years, God willing, when you land there and it's finna be over with, you can be like, damn, I should have hit that bitch.
you didn't want to have regrets.
I should have started that t-shirt line. I should have started that radio station.
Yeah.
I should have quit that bullshit ass job and went after it for real. That's what I did for myself.
Right.
When I had that enlightenment, when I turned 31 years old,
Yeah.
I decided I'm not 31. I got fired from AAA in 2007.
Wow.
I didn't have a regular job until the iHeart when I went there in 2015.
Wow.
From 2007 to 2015, I was unemployed, hustling.
Wow. You were just making ends meet, doing your thing.
Legally, like
Right.
DJing, doing email, whatever I could do.
You're your own boss.
2007, I took my last check from AAA and I cashed it. I took all the homies out to eat. Some of my circle.
Right.
Took them out to eat. And they was like, what we celebrating? I said, this is the beginning of the end.
Wow.
And they was like, what you mean? 2007. I said, I'm either going to make it or I'm going to be a bum. But from here on out, it's no in between. I'm not living a mediocre nothing. I'm either going to win or I'm going to lose. But at this moment, I made a decision that I'm fine with either or.
Yeah.
That's how I live.
And you go all in, all the way.
That's it. That's the only way to do it because I got 40 more years left.
Right.
I'm not finna be like, bro, I'm not. Why would you go up there and do A-Ron's show when you could do, the Breakfast Club? Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
What's stopping?
Hey,
me?
we appreciate you.
That's the homie.
Yeah. Thank you.
A-Ron. Why A-Ron not doing it? Why he not over here no more? Why he doing this? Why not?
Right.
Why not do both? Why not go all in on this? Build this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's true.
we don't have time to not prioritize.
Yeah.
That's where that post came from. The prioritization needs to be laser focused. Now, don't get me wrong. We need the NPCs. For all you people that don't fuck with video games, that's a non-playable character.
Right.
It's a video game reference. All the people walking around in Grand Theft Auto who just be in the game in the simulation. They don't mean shit.
Yeah.
It's a lot of y'all niggas out here just walking around doing mundane shit.
Yeah.
And we need
Autopilot.
y'all. We need y'all to do that. You know why? Because when I leave here and I'm driving and I go somewhere else and I want to go get some fries.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? when I order some fries, I need somebody in there to take the fries and put it in the grease.
Right.
And that person, whoever that person is, whether they have goals or not, if they do, they like, man, how can I own this fry? How can I put my fries in here?
This restaurant,
or how can I own this restaurant? And for the person who don't, they just chilling. They like, fuck it, I'll get paid to just do this bullshit. We need them both.
Yeah, that's true.
I need both of y'all.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah. Damn. I'm like speechless right now, man. I'm telling you, Head. We got so many gems, man. I appreciate you so much, man. Now, let me ask you this. What's a piece of advice that you could give the younger you? The DJ Head that was at AAA. You today we get a FaceTime and you can FaceTime your younger self.
Do it.
You would say do it. Okay.
Do it.
Don't even,
all of it.
Yeah.
Do it. Why not?
Yeah. Was the younger you like would always overthink or
you be overthinking, you be timid, you be in your head, you be like,
that's
what
my
about
worst trait right
you
there.
be wow, you be like, what about loyalty? Do it.
Wow.
Because the thing about what people don't understand about loyalty is you got to be loyal to yourself first.
Right.
You got to secure your mask first. I'm no good if I'm not good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, if I can't help myself, how can I help you?
True.
I got to put myself in a position to be of service to others.
Exactly.
So do it.
Damn. Okay, what about this? What's some advice you could give somebody that's going through or trying to do what you've done? Trying to do radio, trying to write a book or just accomplish things that you've accomplished. What's some advice to a young person trying to go through your footsteps?
Do it.
Same. Okay.
Do it. That's it.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Self-explanatory right there. There it is.
Yeah, that's it.
Don't overthink, because I overthink. When I read your post about prioritization, that made me think like, man, I need to.
Nah, you can't overthink it, bro.
Yeah,
you got to just do
That's
it.
my worst trait, man.
You got to do it.
That's my worst trait. Before we get out of here, man, we got a few more minutes before we get out of here. What's next for you? What do you have that besides the book that you already mentioned? And the app that you have?
Just building effective immediately into the big media empire that it is, that I know it could be.
It's on its way too, for sure.
That's my main focus.
Okay.
Obviously the bigger picture is like already fired on all cylinders. You know what I'm saying? I got other things coming in the pipeline. I am working on some music. Miles Minnick is we officially, did something official with Miles Minnick.
Dope. And I see he's going to be performing at Rolling Loud.
First solo Christian act.
Yo.
The first solo Christian act on Rolling Loud. Shout to Nima, shout to Ace, the whole team.
Dope.
Shout to George. Glow Records, bro. It's going to change the world in a positive way. So there's some really big things coming with Miles Minnick. And I've been telling everybody all last year, 2 years, watch. Remember I told you, Miles Minnick is the one.
Sheesh.
Other than that, it's a lot of things we're working on behind the scenes I can't really talk about, but stay on stream.
That's what's up. Let me ask you this one last question before we leave. What are you listening to in your whip right now?
Right now, just GNX.
Okay. Yeah. It's still in rotation right now.
GNX right now.
Yeah,
and then a lot of unreleased
What's
stuff.
your favorite record on GNX? Or top two? Or
Probably
top three?
TV Off.
Okay.
But Lefty Gunplay got a record. And Doechii got a record that's finna fuck shit up.
Yeah? Is that the one with Problem? Lefty in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But Doechii got a record that's finna fuck shit up.
Yeah?
Oh, it's finna go crazy.
It's not out yet. When's it coming out, you know?
It'll be out soon.
Okay. Sheesh. There it is. Head, my brother, I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Man, like you inspire me since the first day we met, man. You've always like been that person like, yo, man, what are you doing? Like, you got a radio show at the barbershop, man. I'm gonna pull up and whatever. Like, you've always like supported me, man, and I'm always gonna be here to support you no matter what. I'm grateful to call you a friend, man. I'm just giving you your flowers, man. Like, congratulations on everything, and I can just see what this next year is gonna be for you, man.
Man, keep doing it. Do it, bro. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for having me. This is a lovely facility. Make sure y'all come out here to Heartbreak Radio, Las Vegas. and tap in. We out.
Go ahead and shout out your social media handles and all that.
DJ HED on all platforms, and go to effectiveimmediately.live. Join that group chat. We appreciate you.